Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your you and them reading. This is a reading where we're asking specific questions for those who, you know, um, are in love and something's going on, whether it just be we're in a relationship and like we're seeing things differently, why, or it could be no contact. Um, I definitely feel like it would be soulmate energy, though. You know what I mean? So that just means like different than a free will choice. Uh, and I feel like you feel that, like you feel that. It's probably one of the hardest relationships to get over, but sometimes soulmates are just meant to teach each other like certain lessons and move on. And sometimes then there's another soulmate that's really meant to be there for the rest of this lifetime. And I just feel like the more we're open, the more we're going to find out. So, we're going to ask five specific questions and then we're going to go a little deeper for the answers. Okay. I'm going to use Mother Mary for her words of wisdom. But I'm going to use them at the end, like over the spread. I like it over the spread. It just feels right. Over really is over these soulmates, not to spread the soulmates. And we're going to use the Gilded Tarot to go deeper. But for the main questions, Sagittarius, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot. And let's go ahead and give it a couple shuffles. And we're going to ask their current feelings for you, their current view of you. What are they currently thinking? Like actions are they thinking of taking? Or maybe have begun to take? Your current view of them, and then the overall energy. It's really supporting the soulmates. So let's go ahead and put the lid down. And by the way, definitely check out their moon also and your moon because I don't know, something's just telling me like the moon signs are going to connect um, maybe more clearer than the sun sign. So I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and begin. So, what are their current feelings for you? Sacrifice. Interesting. Sacrifice. It's interesting. Um, because I know that there's some differences and some may not be speaking, but yet I'm getting this feeling of like, put in that scenario of like, would I put my life on the line for you? I feel like, well, yes, the answer is yes. And it's not even like me asking the question, it's more them saying it to us. Like, because I just feel like a lot of connection. But, and it's interesting. I feel like for some, there may have been an earlier, like, an earlier sacrifice, kind of like where my friend liked you and uh, I couldn't really intervene, like, it didn't feel right type of thing. So, sacrificed myself and allowed you and my friend, and I don't know, like, that has to be for someone. All right, number 12 also. All right, what's the current view of you? Well, the universe. Complete. I feel like for a few, it's like they know that the door had been closed, but there may be something new that's opening up in your life. And maybe they know how interesting this is 12 in reverse, 12 and 21. I mean, literally the mirror of each other. Can you see it? 12, 21, which is 12 backwards. The mirror of each other. All right. Um, so what are they currently thinking? What do they want to do? Rest and rejuvenation. They want to heal this connection. Maybe they want to heal you. Like they wish upon you healing. Maybe you're going through something or they're going through something. I kind of feel like it's you. Um, and it's almost like, and this is probably like on a spiritual level, but like sending like healing energy. And I get this feeling like I want to say, like, I want her to heal. And that may be talking about the past, what was maybe between these two, or what wasn't. All right, well, let's look at your current view of them. We have, interesting, look at that, two fours. So we have the mirror of 12 and 21 right here. Now we have two fours, 44. Interesting. This just feels like a type of connection that, and it's interesting because it couldn't even talk about like different lifetimes, because I feel like this is them as a boy, or a girl, and this is now them as a man. And I feel that. I feel the strength and the growth, and you know, like each muscle is defined. Like I've worked on each one. There's this mountain above him, and it's almost like he's looking down, like, "Hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna climb that mountain." But I feel like he's ready. Definitely. And maybe this is like what I've been training for, so to speak. But it is like he's looking back at this little boy. And maybe that's why I was picking up over here, where for a few of you, it could certainly be someone who, again, like almost like I stepped aside. And maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but it's interesting because this twin energy here is like, I mean, come on, it's off the chart. All right, so let's look at what the overall connection that is, or the overall energy that is supporting this connection. Interesting. The waiting game. A two. It's almost like saying everything in divine timing. Someone may be like, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now, I want it, but maybe it's just not time. Like truly maybe it's, or if it's time, like, I don't know, I feel very anxious in this energy. Like, I'm pacing. I'm waiting for time. But it doesn't seem like it's getting this person anywhere. So maybe my focus has to be somewhere else. And maybe it really is about trusting in divine timing. All right, see what's at the bottom of the deck. Hmm. Three of Pentacles, recognition and reward. And it's interesting because I just said in my live yesterday that Um, One of the cards I love in a love reading is the Three of Pentacles, and that's because I really feel like like we're recognizing there's a recognition of one another's soul. Whether I know, like I can put a name to it, I can put a feeling to it, but maybe it's just a feeling. I don't know what it's called. You know what I mean? Um, because not everybody speaks in a certain way. Anyway, not just recognition, it's also reward. Hmm. All right, let's go a little deeper. So definitely mirroring energy here. I mean, it's like off the charts. When I look at the middle of the reading now, it's the Four Swords. So, I feel like, no, it's interesting because I feel like this guy, again, this person is looking back at their younger self. And maybe in my younger self, maybe I didn't feel like my dreams could come true, Maybe I didn't believe in myself or I didn't believe in miracles, whatever it may be, even though his hands are open. For some of you, could talk about like, healing in nature and nature giving to you as you give to it. You know what I mean? But I do feel like present day energy is here. And it's like, wow, how I have grown. And maybe it's both, right? Because they're mirroring each other here. All right, let's start with sacrifice. Take a card above it. Hmm. Two of Pentacles. I mean, I feel like that is, you know, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? If I'm waiting for the perfect time, I feel like now is the perfect time. Soon, you know what I mean? Um, but then again, I do feel like for a few, this person's like, there's some of you are going through something, and I feel like this person might know. All right, let's go up above their view of you. Look at that, Three of Pentacles. I'm saying that because it's on the bottom of the deck. I'm also saying that because it's connected to the next chapter, the world. And again, there's that 33. A lot of threes, actually. All right, let's go above current actions. Look at this, Two of Wands. I mean, that's what I'd want to see. I went from thinking about it, like logically thinking about it, and maybe I had a sacrifice. But maybe now is the time. And for some, maybe I broke up with someone and now it's like for them that this is the right time. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. And again, I feel like recognition of one soul. Listen, your view of them is really of wow. And I like that healing is before that. Two wands. I'm about to start down a path. And we have three twos. Well, and you got a two in here and a two in here. All right. I don't know why I'm doing this quickly, but I feel like I have to. All right. Look at that. Another four coming above the four. But this is the four of cups. I feel like this is definitely someone daydreaming about this situation, or love with a particular person. I feel like I may be daydreaming about it. Four Cups though is it can talk about discontentment, boredom in one's life, and it asks you because if you look at the Four of Cups, there's a cup being offered. Like, will you? Won't you? And I do feel like like what I think about in that Four of Cups is I feel like my life is about to change. Am I okay with that? You're supposed to use your spiritual discernment, but everything that's coming towards you, or the other way around, feels really good. And I just feel like the mirroring is just, we went from maybe anxiety to the logical mind to the potential of action. All right, the overall energy, look at that, Five of Cups. Okay, well, it definitely tells me some that a lot of you know who this is. And, it feels like another opportunity, but I feel like it's different. I feel like it's evolved. I feel like the people have evolved. Again, looking back at my younger child. And listen, maybe somebody used to act out, right? But I feel like but it may be from actions or from experiences others don't really know about. Maybe I didn't talk about it type of energy again. It is healing it, but you both share that. All right, well, let's just go right below. So anyways, from anxiety to the logical mind to action. Why? Well, because I feel like something's changing and I definitely feel the mirroring of this energy. So I feel like let's say I'm becoming free, then I feel like they are too. Like it just feels like mirroring type energy. And it's like that's my clue. And it may mean that I have a spiritual like spirit piques my interest. Or maybe both have been thinking about each other. I do feel like someone was impatient. But I don't know if it's just for love. And then, in the Five of Cups, when this person doesn't focus on what they have lost and they start thinking about the potential of their today, which is what the Two of Wands is, right? Today going into my tomorrow, like, I'm not looking that far down the road. I'm just looking, you know, just see what happens right now. There's two cups, soulmates. And I already felt that. Anyway, let's go below. Hello, Hermit. So someone must have gotten like spiritual wisdom. You know what I mean? Maybe they went through the dark night of the soul. Maybe you both did. But it's interesting because the hermit is like emerging from the cave in this image and like shining, my knowledge, my wisdom outwardly. To me, that feels like a good omen. I feel like someone who's an old soul, but that would mean both of you are, maybe, maybe one's spirituality really has grown. All right, let's keep going. Six of Wands. Well, that's the energy of victory. It's at least, at least hearing someone out. But I kind of think I want to. Does that make sense? And, this person who others or you are listening to, it's really about their experiences, right? That bring them to what I guess you would say is victory or, to that position. It's interesting also, some may have like a spiritual platform that may be you, like this may be them, this may be you. We have the death card, interesting. It's kind of what it feels like now. Feels like them, you. So death card of Scorpio. But it's a closing of a door. And I feel like it's like in that some of it's in this waiting game over here because this is really the only thing that's like anxious. And again, maybe it's just what like maybe it's just my dreams, what I fantasize about. I don't know. But I feel like okay, so this is you closing some door. Let's keep going. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. Love. Look at that. And then the Ace of Swords. Communication. Wow. What a reading, Sagittarius. I mean, the mirroring effect alone is like, the synchronicities are like off the chart. Um, but do I think any of this was easy? No. I think, maybe both have gone through like difficult experiences and really at the end of the day have come out stronger and wiser because of them. I don't let, a situation like take me down. Like, you know what I mean? I stay proactive in my life and creating my life. This is my life. But I mean, hello, it's a sort, your death card, transformation. Transformation. And with that comes the Ace of Cups. And then with that is the Ace of Swords. And what I feel where someone was thinking and starts to move into action. Here we go. Here we go. Do I think it's for everyone? No, I think you need to use your intuition. But I often feel like, I mean, there's messages I can pick up that I can use in my daily life. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't know what someone else is thinking or doing until you do. But the mirroring here. Anyway, I think I'm gonna. Oh no, let's take another mirroring. Wasn't gonna make it this long, but hang on one second. Okay, sorry. I got a knock on the door. All right, let's take another mirroring over. You know, over this love. I feel like someone's saying, "I'm looking right at you, kid. I'm looking right at you, kid." And I feel like that's your spirit guide. That's your spirit guide. I think it's probably someone you know, like, I'm looking right at you, kid. Look at this. Open your heart. Open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all forms of love. Open your heart. You know, I mean, it's essential. It's essential. I don't know how you could have like true love and love takes work. It takes dedication, you know. But it also like I feel like, but you also have to be willing to give all of yourself. And when you do, I feel like, at least here it feels like and you receive that in return. I don't feel like this love is a one time thing. I just don't feel that. And there's those moon cycles. So, all right, open your heart. I'm gonna leave there. Wow. Um, you're reading rocked. I mean, I know, like, I feel like at the same time, I can see, like, you had to go through some things, you're going through some things. And again, for some of you, there's like specific messages. Sometimes it's not the whole reading, or, like, why aren't we getting along? And then maybe we can see that we're mirroring each other. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna let that be, and you'll know. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your day.